And here we are, the pre-game show. Hi guys. Let me go to Google Chrome on my mobile and take a look and see if I can actually see that we have data. Yes, and it says it's excellent. It's a connection. Fantastic. So I'm just going to wait until the notifications go out. Then I can watch for your comments. Yeah. But I've been using this Pocket 3 quite a bit for live streaming instead of the phone Prism Live Studio because a lot of times it seems that the phone eats more battery. Huh? Oh, this is where this took me to Submarine Command. There we go. Okay, so got you in the live chat, guys. Yeah, Submarine Command, you can tell what I was watching last. I'm out in the park. I've been trying to get up earlier. But in reality, I've just been staying up later. Got a couple of projects going since I have returned from the US, and I really haven't had much time to do live streaming. What I discovered, though, not really a discovery, everybody knows this, but all of my devices, you know, like the Pocket 3, the X4, you know, the Insta360, the drone, the microphones, they produce a tremendous amount of data. And my cards are like 256 gigs. Okay, 4 of those is a terabyte. I mean, man, I had a 2 terabyte internal drive on my studio computer that I use for audio, and that's, gosh, that's good. You know, it's like 5 years worth of stuff. Hey, Faye, ni hao, how you doing? Hey, great to see you because it's a rare privilege. Glad we could catch you because it's early morning here. It's not even 9 o'clock. It's 08:53 actually. Oh, or go too far. The local buffet across the street was open in the morning, and they have like non-breakfast food. I'm eating vegetables and, you know, chicken and stuff. I got to be careful about putting on weight. Oh. Doing good, thank you. The only live stream I've done since I came back was at 360 because while I was gone, Insta360 updated the camera firmware and now it can stream. I'm going to try it out. It got cut off though. That's just something. Oh well. Haven't been on much, but you know, I was 113 kilograms when I left Taiwan, and when I returned from the US, I was 118. I'm like, wow. Got an overhang. Now I got to go back and do all that work again. It's amazing I go on vacation and wreck it all. But what I've been talking about is that, excuse me, is that data. And I shot a lot of data in the States. I got this thing called a File Hub. I really had a chance to talk to you guys about it. File Hub is a really interesting device. It's essentially a Wi-Fi hotspot. It has an RJ45 input jack, like for a Ethernet connector. So like if you were to plug it into your internet router, then you could use it as a hotspot. But because it's a hotspot, you can connect your phone to it. So what this means is, or you can connect anything to it actually. What this means is, I'm doing something at the same time. I got to do something with my display timeout. What this means is that you can connect your phone or your PC or whatever to it and control what's connected to the File Hub. The File Hub has a built-in there we go, never, SD card. full size, which is great because then you just use an adapter for mini, right, for micro on the side of it. And it also has a USB port. So I have a 5 terabyte Western Digital portable drive, and I plug that into the File Hub. Then I connect the File Hub to my phone with Wi-Fi, and then I turn on the File Hub app. And guess what? Now I can manage the SD card and the drive, the 5 terabyte drive. So I can just do like a 1-button backup of my phone, you know, copy all the files, all the contacts, everything. And I'm including the, you know, videos and photos, which is important because you take a gazillion, right? So I'm like most people, I don't have the most giant phone. So I got, you know, like, I think it's 256 gigs on my phone, I think. Anyway, so if I fill it up, then I just copy it over. And so anyway, in my studio computer, I have a 6 terabyte external USB 3. Then I've got this small portable 5 terabyte USB 3. I've even got a 1 terabyte USB 3. And so, but I have like filled all these cards up multiple times. I got multi terabytes. I got so much stuff on my drives are full. So I went and got a Western Digital Enterprise Gold 20 terabyte hard drive. I had installed. Now what I didn't do is I did not replace it with the D drive, so it is now drive E. Okay, whatever. Now I'm in the painful process of carefully copying everything I got on all those other drives over to it, consolidate everything into one big drive. Then I can still use the 6, because this is a desktop drive, it's not a portable drive. The 6 terabyte one could be like an overflow. But gosh, I mean, I hear YouTubers that have, you know, RAID displays, they might have 7 or 8 drives in a bay, like crazy. Other thing I heard that a lot of YouTube content creators do is they delete the source files. Once they make a video for YouTube, they just trash everything. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I can see why they want to do that, but boy, that would ruin your ability to re-edit. Maybe repurpose some of those. So I slept on the sofa last night, got up this morning. Went upstairs. I'm gonna move this back. Went upstairs. Please. And started the process of copying over. And I gotta tell you, you know, just like one directory full of videos, you know, it's 3-something hours. So not gonna be using my computer today. Just gonna be dragging and dropping. So, anyway, what do you guys think of my hat? I ordered this hat from Wested, W-E-S-T-E-D. Leather company in the UK. Went to buy it. And at checkout, they didn't list Taiwan. Listed Thailand. So I wrote an email to him, you know. I am. Mike M. This is the Pocket 3 right here. And it's, let's see, I just want to make sure. Yep, I got Active Track enabled, so. Ooh. And I'm using the mic 2, you know, Bluetooth, whole thing. Just sitting out here in the park, man, just eating. But I ordered this hat. And they wrote back to me and said DHL doesn't ship to Taiwan. I'm like, so DHL down the street, my company's got an account, you know? Yeah, it works great. And your first time joining us, Mike? Mikey? I guess I didn't want to be called Mikey. Whatever you want, we'll call you. Whatever you want. Oh yeah, you should, man. I got it like, I don't usually do this, but I got it, I think the first week or the first 10 days it came out. Get the Creator Combo. It's really worth it because you get this shell, right? And the shell enables you to put the thing in it to protect it. It comes with the wide angle lens. I'm using the black Pro Mist filter because I had to buy that separately, but man, the Pro Mist filter, I use it for everything. I don't care what I'm shooting. Pro Mist filter goes on it. I want to glue it on. It also, some people have trouble with this, but this also will hold the mic 2 when you clip it in, and it comes with one mic 2. I liked the mic 2 so good that I bought the separate dual mic 2 kit with a receiver because I use it for other things. Oh yeah, you should get one too, Fei Fei. Oh, you saw me live stream with it. Oh, you mean when I did it for the first time? Yeah, I got to tell you, I feel bad about that because I made a video that said the Pocket 3 is a terrible camera for live streaming. Excuse me. I should change it to MJ doesn't know what the heck he's doing. That's what I should change that to. But then I did another live stream. I had to figure it out. And you know, I got so many things going. I got my studio, other things. But gosh, I feel guilty. I think I need to change that. Subsequent videos, I've praised it and I like it a lot. But I guess I need to do a real, because I run this site called livestreaming.technology. It is, but you get a lot because, you know, in the old days we would buy a phone for $1,000 and then we'd buy a gimbal. Remember that? Gosh, I have 4 gimbals, 4 mobile phone gimbals. I got my original Xeon, what they call it, the C or whatever it was. You got that one, Fei Fei. But this thing has everything in it. The thing of it is, except for zooming. Now the thing is, because I'm in 720p, if I tap this and I turn this into zoom, I can zoom 4x on this. We're up to 3.0. Oh my gosh, that's 4x right there. Look at that. Whoa. And in a live stream, it looks okay. 720, it's not a big deal, right? Got another gimbal while you're in Japan. Which one'd you get? So let's go the other way. We're gonna turn this around. Watch out, puke cam. Okay, so let me turn this over here and show you part of the park. I'm gonna zoom in over here. Now this is 4x zoom because I'm in 720p. This should look okay. That's pretty good, but you know, you couldn't make an HD video for YouTube, right? And you know, I'm just live streaming, so the quality isn't quite as paramount. Everybody knows it's a live stream, so nobody's gonna come on my live stream and go, oh my gosh, you're not in 8K, right? And they realize as long as they can sort of see my face, which you probably don't want a whole high resolution on my face, let's be honest. But when you're in regular 4K mode and you're shooting video, you do have a 2x. So you can zoom in, and when you zoom in it, then it becomes 1080p, right? So that's the hit. That's the only thing. Other than that, the Pocket 3 destroys everything. I've been looking at some Sony cameras because Rob Kilo and I have started principal photography on a trailer for our new YouTube channel, which we're launching early 2025, right? And it's a trailer about the Hongmao Airfield, the Japanese Naval World War II air base that's like right up here, 15 kilometers away, and nobody knew it until recently. Oh, yeah, the Osmo 6, yeah. I looked at that, and I didn't see much difference. I still have the Osmo 4, the one that looks like a gun, but I got the Flow, which was the next one. It was cheaper, and the Flow has a lot of the same features. And then the Flow 2 came out, and I looked at the Flow 2, and it didn't do anything that I can't do the Flow 1. Plus, they lost opportunity. Yeah, okay. If you have an iPhone, we have this special MagSafe mount that can hold it, but it doesn't charge your phone. If you want to charge your phone, you still got to use a cable and USB-C port. Duh. Come on, guys. Up your engineering game here. We're all engineers. Let's, you know. But anyway, so we're looking at photography, and we're doing some photography and using the Pocket 3, and it looks amazing, but there's no zoom. And I can't use the there's no zoom, so I can't use my Nikon D7000 because it's 1080p and there's no stab. Oh, they dropped it down. I think it's 100. They dropped it way down. No, it's less than that. I can live stream. I have a studio channel, very, very niche, very niche. I got 30 subs because I haven't rebuilt my studio and it's not suitable for doing much. I do mostly like just edited video, screenshots, stuff like that. But I can live stream on that channel if I want to. So, yeah. See what Feifei's saying, and this is true. She had the Z on it. It didn't support the size and weight of the S22 Ultra. I hear you. That's just the way it is. But heading to Japan. Understand. Well, here's the thing. About cases and things. You got to take the case off. But everybody knows last year I bought an iPhone 14, my first iPhone, because I wanted to see what it looked like. And I have the Arc Pulse. So far, I've never met anyone who's actually seen an Arc Pulse. The Arc Pulse is the most minimalist case or protective system for the iPhone. It's all banged up because I've dropped it on concrete and tiled stuff. And I tell you, it's a little expensive, but it's CNC machined material, either aluminum or titanium or whatever, with a shock absorber cushion inside of it. And so this doesn't add much weight. So I can fit this, well, it's losing me. I can fit this in the Flow, and I can also put the Mic 2 receiver on it, and it works, but it barely exceeds. The Flow has a 300-gram limit, and that's the problem. These things are, somebody needs to come out with one that's got a 500-gram limit, because don't tell me they can't do it. I think somebody just left a message, but it got boinked. Let me see if I can filter this. All messages, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just changed it to all messages. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes it does weird things. So yeah, yes, they do. Go to arc.cc, arc.cc. Oh, they make these high-tech ones for the Samsung line, and they look amazing. Oh yeah, if you look on Facebook and YouTube, it's the device is called an Arc Pulse, just how it sounds. A-R-C, one word, P-U-L-S-E. And they did a 27-day. It's very minimalistic, and the great part about it is that you feel like the phone is virtually naked. What I do is I have this skin Arma. I have this little kind of wallet that's a stand, okay, that pops out, right, and it holds a card. I have my. Oh, this is funny. I have my Mr. Shark iCash 7-Eleven card in here. I put 1,000 NT on it. I can get coffee, for a month. It's just a prepaid kind of card we have for 7-Eleven, right? Gotta not do that. So it's very minimalistic, but what they did was on their YouTube channel and on Facebook, they did a dropping the Arc Pulse every day till it breaks. They would throw it up in the air, let it bounce, pick it up, show the phone's okay. The Arc Pulse gets a little scratched up, but that's all right. That's what you want. You want to sacrifice, the device rather than your phone. 27 days. What killed it was they threw it off a 7-meter high building, and it landed on concrete. It bounced, and this popped off because these are held on with their pressure. They're very precisely machined. It takes pressure to push them on. It takes a lot of pressure to pull them off. About a 7-meter drop on the 27th day, and the back of the phone got a little crack on the glass, but the front was okay and it still functioned. So a lot of people would just continue to use it. But the whole thing is a 7-meter fall. I mean, it's crazy. But the reason I was telling you about this is because to me, the back of the phone is too flat. When I'm holding it like this, it just seems, But I put this on and it kind of gives me a little bit more of a rounded, it's just more comfortable. So yeah, Arc Pulse. They're around 3,000 NT. It's about, what's that, about 4,000? It's between 90 and 110, $120 US, I think, for it. And they come in a bunch of different colors. What I like about it is, especially for the Samsung, there's so many colors, right, in Samsung phones. You go to the Arc Pulse website and you can press a button and select the color of the phone that you have. And then you press another button, select the color of the Arc Pulse that you want to see what it looks like on it. Well, the moms are out here with their kids. And instead of, like walking closer, they're just having a long distance conversation across the park. I was all alone out here, but that's okay. It's a beautiful day. Very hot. Lately, so. Oh, okay. So you're on the website now, and you see that. Okay, good. What do you think? I think it looks pretty interesting for the Samsung. Oh, the 25. This is a niche company. They're really small, so they're usually about 6 months behind. And here's the thing. I got the Arc Pulse for the 14 as soon as it came available. Yeah, black. Matte black. And then about 9 months after the phone came out, they sent me an email because I have the purple one. I love purple. We have a new purple gloss Arc Pulse. It was the most expensive one they had. Swipe that card so fast it burst into flames. And here it is. Came about 10 days later. They use PVD, it's a deposition type coating, and it gets rubbed off. Like where my hands are on the bottom, it's rubbed off, and the top, it's not as purple as it used to be. And I have been considering, because I'm also a manufacturing engineer, I've been considering taking some updated photos. And yeah, I've been considering taking some updated photos, and showing Arc, like this is what this, because it's a special edition. This is what the special edition looks like, so many months later, and how it's wearing. Because they could probably, they should be able to do some kind of micro hard coating on it, I do on guitars and stuff. Oh yeah. Purple's a great color. Pink is a great color too. It just throws most people off. Sometimes other men, look at men who like pink and they can draw some inappropriate conclusions. But when I went to the hiking store, to Mammoth, the Mammoth in English, and I bought my backpack and stuff to do these trails, I was looking at hiking sticks, and they had hiking sticks at the top of it. It's pink. I said, give me 2 of them. You want 2? Well, yeah. Got a hearing problem? So it was funny. I was joking with it. Yeah. Because they'll tell you stuff like that in Taiwan. Oh, that's funny. They tell you stuff in Taiwan like, oh, that's for girls. So, Feifei, not to gender stereotype, but you would be more than likely to know the brand Nat and Nan. They make NAT and AM. I agree. It is a statement. It's a bold statement, and not everybody can pull it off. I have a purple tie silk shirt, and I've worn it on some big shows. I've worn it in Taoyuan Stadium a couple times, and other shows anyway. But Nat and Nan, they make handbags. Primarily, I guess they're known for ladies' handbags. And I was in Paris last year, and I was looking for a really nice, because I carry a man bag. Hey man, all this stuff I got in here, you kidding me? Earplugs, nail file, about a bazillion power cables, chargers, and I got cameras and microphones, stuff like that. So when I went to the States, nobody said anything. I was expecting somebody to make a comment, but nobody did. It's good. You guys are making progress there. Because 10 years ago, I was getting some looks. So I was in Nat and Nan in the store that's, the name of it is Springtime in English. Nice store. And I was looking at their bags, and boy, they had some beautiful pigskin bags. Some of them were very obviously feminine looking, but they had one that had it was a size that I wanted. See, what I wanted was a more upscale, a nicer, like a dress looking one, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, let me try this. I forgot. Okay, I guess that's noise reduction off. That's noise reduction on. I want noise reduction on. Let me just go ahead and let me see if I can do this and check and see if that's on. Oh yeah, it's okay, good. Yeah, good. I just want to make sure my noise reduction is on. So I found this really nice bag. It's about this big, has a couple pockets in the front, which is where I use for my chargers and things. And everything's great, nice strap, but it has two handles on it. So that's the thing, you got a bag with a strap and the two handles, and the two handles don't come off, and it looks a little bit like a lady style handbag, but I think it looked fantastic. And it was 250 euros. So I asked the lady, I said, so do you think men can carry this? And she looked at me and she looked at the bag. She says, I think today it doesn't matter. I said, I think you're right. Because here in Taiwan, I've seen so many guys, and Taiwan guys are macho. They're macho guys. They're manly men here. And I see them in the mall. There'll be a guy wearing an Yves Saint Laurent, I saw another guy not too long ago with a Dior bag. It's like, hey, honey, look at that. She's like, yeah, I wish I had that bag. And he's like, who knows what he's got in that, but yeah. Let's just make sure everything's okay and we're still on. I think everything is good. Oh, let me just see I didn't do this. Bag. It's like, okay. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. This is going to be interesting. Hey, honey, look at that. She's like, yeah. Okay, we're still on, but we got about maybe a 20-second delay. Actually, I should have adjusted that in the setup. Now, this is a piece of fried chicken. Lightly breaded, succulent, and moist. Amazing. So here's the part of the show where I say, did you know that over 50% of the people that watch my content are not subscribed? Can you imagine the positive impact it would have on my channel if you would subscribe? And I would appreciate it only if I've earned it. Faith makes a point, says they, and I presume you mean, I'm talking about the Taiwan guys, they don't see the brands as feminine brands. That's the difference. Yeah. And I'm going to be honest with you. Even if it was a feminine brand, I wouldn't care if it suited my needs. Years ago, I got some new glasses. And I found a frame, two frames. That emerald green temple plates. Not plates, you know what I'm talking about. Round lenses. Gold. Yeah, I think you're right about Asians in general. We can generalize. I think that's true. Gold, round rims. Temple pieces were emerald green. They looked absolutely amazing. And I said, I would like these. And the woman made sure she pointed out, that's a model for ladies. And I put the frames on. Said, I don't care, what do you think? And she says, well, they look good. I said, well, there you go. So what did Inspector Clouseau say? Not anymore, right? This is funny. At this time in the morning, I'm either sleeping late because I've been up all night working or doing other things. I had not been in the park this early in a very, very long time. This is actually pretty interesting. What we can do is, I'm not going to litter the park with this trash. Let me finish this. I think I can throw my trash away over there. There might have a lock on it. We can go for a little walk. Now, Rob Kilo, and I have been doing research in the area. It's mostly Rob is the researcher. But I independently discovered at the end of this village, right down here, about a 5-6 minute bicycle ride, is an inactive fault, actual fault line. And what I want to do is I want to walk down there, I want to do a video and see if I can, even though it's inactive, it doesn't mean it hasn't shifted. It also means, you know, it's inactive now. But there may be some cracked buildings and cracked sidewalks or road. I want to check that out. That's also interesting because Rob knows of a railroad bed that's not being used anymore. But there are abutments still there, sticking up, you know, out of the woods, and they go across a ravine. So we're going to plot where that was, take some compass bearings, do some map work, and see if we can follow the path of where that railroad went. But the interesting thing is, what we do know is, right where I'm sitting, used to be within 50 meters of here, railroad tracks. And it's so ironic because Rob was telling me about these railroad tracks. And they also go within about 50 meters of where my house is. And they continued over to where the new highways, excuse me, I'm sorry. The highway being new relative to those times. And the interesting thing about all of this is that there's still evidence of where the railroad went, because when engineers are laying out infrastructure, you know, they've got to lay pipes, or they got to put up utility poles for hanging wires, or whatever, building roads, bridges, they always take into consideration the natural and unnatural features that are there at the time of the building, the infrastructure. And it just so happens that the railroad tracks were gone quite some time ago, but the roadbed is still there. They call it a railroad, and so it's appropriate to call these things roads. So we got roads out here that are not railroads, but we have roads for rails. And so the rails were gone, but the roadway was still there. And it had been graded. And earthworks take a lot of money. You got to bring heavy equipment in, and you have to have somebody survey it, because especially if you're grading it, you're trying to have a particular slope angle, what we call a dip, along what we call a strike. It can be expensive, right? So if there's already something there, they'll just go, okay, we'll use it. So what happens is, in the neighborhood right over here, not far from my house, if you look at the road on the map, it goes like this. Then all of a sudden, it takes like a 45-degree angle, goes under the highway, and then as soon as that's on the other side of the highway, it kicks back. Pardon me, I'm sorry. It kicks back the other way. And if you look at the angle of that, the 45 roughly that it takes, and you were to snap a line from there and just continue that angle all the way down, it goes right by my house, it goes right through here, and it goes over to where Rob found the other railroad tracks. So pretty much all of the evidence of it is gone. I have flown this industrial park with my drone numerous times, but never in a line, just looking from the air to see if anything follows it. Because, as Rob pointed out, boundaries are sticky. Things like property lines, they're sticky, where somebody inherited this land, 100 years ago or something, and there's a property line. Those things generally don't get moved. They generally don't change. It takes a lot of work to change those. And of course, the same thing would happen with infrastructure that's been designated, Okay, thank you so much. Fist bump. Take care, Feifei. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. What you do is you aim the drone on a compass bearing, one that you've determined is the line that you're trying to find stuff on, and you just raise the altitude of it. And as it gets higher, you start seeing things, going down, you start seeing further and further, and it might be possible to actually see something that aligns to that. Because if there was a railroad track here, that means that when people were laying out property, the property might be a right angle on one side, and then it hits the track, and then it's going to be whatever angle that track happens to be where it abuts the property. And even if the tracks go away, once those property lines are set, pretty much it. So there may not be actual roads left, or even the earthworks from the original railroad, because what they do, just like over there with the highway, is they might just pave over that. It's kind of nice. We took the rails off. It's got a nice, 1.25-inch stone bed. We'll just fill it in. So it's possible that there may be something to see. So there's some of the things that we're looking at. It's all a matter of time. I still have a lot of recording work to do, and my studio is actually shaping up pretty well. I did some tech work in it recently. And the other thing is, I have been playing a lot, and since I bought the new Les Paul in the States, I got to show this thing to you guys. I might put a picture of it on the community just to let you guys see what it looks like. But it's 2006, 1950s neck, Heritage Sunburst, standard. Nice guitar, liking it a lot. But I've been playing out a lot. I've been invited to play at several several clubs. Whoops. And, oh, hang on. Oh, I don't want that to blow away. I don't want to do what other people do, which is just let that trash go. So yeah, it's interesting. I've been playing Journey songs. All right. I'm going to hold this with this hand. I'm going to hold this with this hand, and we're going to do this. I'm going to spin this around. So this is a Pocket 3 live streaming while we're walking. I saw like 2 days, or maybe the same day, that this thing came out. I saw a guy in Canada doing this with his Android phone. I was like, oh, come on, man, I got to do that. Thing looks so amazing. Wow, I got a nice smile. She drove by. Move this up just a little bit. There you go. Over in that area is where the laundromat is that I used to stream from sometimes. One thing I like about the Pocket 3 is, for example, I want to reorient the handle. So if I just press this button, it locks it, then I can reorient the handle and let go and it stays there. No other gimbal that I have does that. Oh, shut up. Oh, quiet. Oh, you're so tough. Yeah, your nickname is Football, because that's what you're going to be if you run out and try to bite me. I'm in the street. Anyway, so, like right now, I want to reorient the gimbal, so I'm going to turn it to the side, lock it, reposition, let go. Because what happens is with the, the flow, yeah, you can reorient the gimbal, but when you let go, it kind of goes back to where it wants to go, which is, that's kind of defeats the purpose of recentering the gimbal. So what we got today is, we have the Osmo Pocket 3 DJI with the Black Pro Mist filter, or Pro Black Mist, I don't know, the Black Mist filter. And the DJI Mic 2 connected by Bluetooth. I have the battery handle, the iPhone 14 connected to it. We're using RTMP mode with a keystream directly into YouTube, and I am monitoring the YouTube app for comments while the DJI app runs in the background. And I have my Ulanzi battery tripod, which is a really cool device, in the bottom of the battery handle extender, just to give it a tripod and a little extra battery boost if we need it. I don't think we do. Now down there is, gosh, you know what? Hang on. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at this. Things have changed. It says that's a that's a real estate company down there. Yeah, that's where the laundromat is supposed to be. Now, what I wonder is, for a long time, they were building like an upstairs room. And I always, was wondered what the upstairs room was for. Nobody ever seemed to be there. They built a big, cast iron, or not cast, stainless steel, stairway. And yep, wow, this happened while I was gone. I was away for a month in the States, and you wouldn't believe what happened. Xiaohui's Thai place is gone because Wenwen's rebuilding the building. Gosh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna show you right now. Look at this. Let me tap this. Come on. Wow, look at this, guys. Whoops, Oh, sorry, I got to tap this. No more laundromat. This is now a realtor. Wow, look at that. So why couldn't they put the realtor on the second floor and have the, laundromat at the bottom? So where am I going to wash my bag? I mean, a place where I can wash my bag and live stream. This is bad, guys. This is real bad. Anyway, what I was going to do was just walk over here and show a little more of the neighborhood. I don't come up this way very often. Your pigeons. People got pigeons in the window, so all right. Boy, the thing that would be amazing, it'll never happen. I sure wish that the comments could display on the front of this Pocket 3. Oh my gosh. That's never gonna happen. I do have a holder that will hold the Pocket 3 with the phone beside it. I'm not using it right now. I'm trying to minimize my up and down movement. Come on. I did see a Z axis stabilizer, a plastic one. I saw a review of it on YouTube. It seems to work, but anyway. Why is it? Does nobody want to walk in front of me or not? Okay. Got a little wind. Let me pull my hat down. So, something's going on up here. Let's just see. Let's stay out of here. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in stealth mode. Okay, I have the Pocket 3 at my side. It's facing forward. Up a little bit. So I have my right arm holding the Pocket 3. Completely like down, like I'm holding a flashlight. So it doesn't look like I even have it turned on. I found that if I hold it very lightly, I let it bounce slightly, it kind of minimizes some of the up and down motion. But this is like full on 100% stealth. Like this person here on the sidewalk has no idea that we're even live streaming. So this is what you want to do. So this is over here to the left. This is a field that I sometimes fly the Avata in. I've taken Phoenix over here to try to teach her how to fly the drone. And whoops, sorry, what I had to do was I had to look at something on my phone. So this is not a bad area. They got basketball and stuff down here. Things I'm not into, but things my daughter likes.